Hello, welcome to your video on flushing out any potential asymmetries you may have in your body. We're going to focus mainly on shoulders and hips and glutes. And these will be range of motion asymmetries and or weaknesses. So when we have one side of the body that's stronger than the other, we need to have them the same. We need to flush out those asymmetries and make sure that we can bring them up to be at the level so that your body is much more symmetrical. So, I'm Mounce-Halasz, and I'm a certified fitness instructor, personal trainer, exercise therapist, and osteopathic manual practitioner. This video is not meant to replace any information and or suggestions, advice that you've received from your doctor or your physio or your osteopath. This is just meant to supplement. So, you're going to need a band, and you can get these on Amazon. They come in light, medium, and heavy. You're going to need a tube, probably a light tube for shoulders, especially if you have a weakness there. You're going to need a mat. I'm going to use a chair to do one of the hip assessments, and I'm just going to use a roll of paper towel. You could use a ball, you could use a towel, you could use a yoga block, whatever. Okay, let's just do a little quick warm-up. Just to get the shoulders and the hips warmed up. Then we're going to do a few other things and then get started into our assessment and our new exercises. Some of these can supplement the ones that you've seen in Hip Hip Hooray video, as well as Sensational Shoulders. Those videos have a lot more for shoulders and hips, but I've picked up some new ones. Some you might have seen before, but I've picked up some new ones lately, and I'm excited to share them with you today. Okay, let's just do a little warm-up. So we'll just put this off to the side, push the chair off to the side to make sure that we're nice and warm. Okay, take a deep breath in, stretch out the chest. Nice job. Okay, let's warm up the shoulders. We're going to do a half circle, show your rings, and come down and show your palm, like a half circle. This is shoulder, external rotation, shoulder, internal rotation. Now, if your shoulder can't take it all the way up, you're just going to do it at whatever level feels good for you. All right, just a couple patterns here to really warm up the shoulder. Now, a full circle, leading with your thumb. Let's do the other side. Show the rings, show your palm. And I can tell you that this shoulder is a lot tighter than the shoulder I'm doing right now, because this feels quite free and fluid, where the other one was a little stiff. So now a full circle. Nice. Okay, and just lift the knees. Just warm up the hips a little bit. Good. And you can use your chair if you want for balance. It's entirely up to you. Circle circle the knee. Circle the knee and the other way, just to get that hip warmed up. Now, this is a very short warm-up, a very, very short warm-up. Ideally, you would do this after a walk or your fitness class or something, or incorporate it into your daily activity, whatever you do. But a little bit of warm-up is always helpful. Excellent. Now just curl your heels back, warm up the shoulders in the back. Nice. Always thinking about a lifted sternum. It's very important for shoulder mobility to start with a neutral posture, with your sternum lifted, your core connected. And remember, when I'm talking about core, I'm thinking about the core sit, and I'm not talking about sucking your belly button in. Destabilizes the spine. Just tighten it in a nice band all the way around. Nice, and straight leg back. Open up the hip flexor a little bit while you do some forward flexion with the shoulder. Beautiful. Leading with the thumbs, side to side. Little lateral move. Nice. Nothing heavy duty. Take it back to a full circle. Lovely. Okay. Again, very short warm-up. Just enough to get some muscles warmed up a little bit and ready to have a little bit of an assessment. The first assessment we're going to do, and you will see this video in what's called the fascial reset video that I've done before, but I always like to start anything like this to check to see, do we have any fascial restrictions going on? How do you check that? I'll come closer because I don't know if you can see. Yeah, maybe a little bit closer here. So, the key thing with this is not to necessarily follow me, but to really tune into your own body. So soft knees, eyes gaze down so you're not looking at me and following me, because it's not about following me, it's about flushing out your issues with your fascia today, your issues in your tissues. So just allow your body to just express itself. Now if I let my body go, it wants to rotate this way, it wants to side bend, see if there's anything else. That arm here wants to go behind. So that's the position that my fascia is holding me in. Now, am I going to walk around like this all day and give in to those fascial restrictions? No, I'm going to walk forward, straight ahead, do about my daily activities. So my body is trying to pull me into that, but I'm kind of fighting it and walking around. That takes energy. That takes a lot of strength to do that all day long. So that was going to create fatigue that I don't necessarily have to have. And that in itself can cause some asymmetries in your body. So let's get rid of that by doing the fascial reset. All right, and if this doesn't clear it up, there's probably something else going on that you need to see your therapist for. Take your right leg, cross it over your left. Now, if you find your balance is off, you can lean against a wall and do this. I'm trying to get away from all the stuff back there. Take your right arm, put it underneath your left armpit, your left arm on top. Rotate to the right, turn your head to the left, eyes look left, and tongue goes in your right cheek. Now, with every exhale, you're going to pull a little bit more to the right and turn your head more to the left. Preferably 3. Now, when you come out of that, you're going to feel a little wonky because you're very imbalanced right now. So let's make sure we do the other side. Left leg over right, left arm under right armpit, right arm on the shoulder. Now rotate your body to the left, turn your head to the right, eyes look right, and tongue goes in your left cheek. Now with every exhale, you're going to pull a little bit more to the right, or to the left, sorry, and your head's going to turn more to the right. Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull to the left. Turn your head more to the left, to the right. Good gracious. Deep breath in. Exhale, body to the left, head to the right. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Come on out of it. Go for a little walk before we reassess. Go for a little walk. All right, now let's come back and reassess. Now, if you remember, I was side bent rotate. Let's see if that happens. So soften my knees, focus on my body, allow my body to not push myself into the movement, but where does it want to go? Where is it feels like it's want to express itself? So I have a slight turn this way. It's so slight. If you remember last time, it was a big turn and a side bend. All of that's gone. So that in itself has probably cleared up some asymmetries in me. Yay! All right, we've got this chair. So let's use it to test the asymmetry. One of the first tests we'll do in our asymmetries for our hips. Going to take your paper towel and you're going to squeeze it between your knees. You take your left leg out. That's internal rotation, and then in, that's external rotation of the left hip. How does it feel? Is there tension anywhere? Do you have what you would consider pretty good range? All right, let's try the other side. Now I'm just using the paper towel so that my knee doesn't move around. You don't have to squeeze it tight. Okay, let's try the other side. Now on me, keep contact with the paper towel or the ball or the yoga block, whatever you're using. So you can see I'm considerably less in internal rotation on this side. And this, I can feel the tension in it. So far for me, range of motion is less on this side. And I'll test the strength right now. So, and we'll do some other tests once we get to the floor, but I'll just try to do all the standing stuff too first. So again, you can use your chair if you need for balance. So So you're just going to stand on one leg. I'll just go this way so you can see what I'm doing. Take the other leg out of the equation, just get it forward to the side, wherever, just get it out of the way. And just do a little dip where you push your derriere back. Derriere has to go back. Good. Now do the other side. Again, just get rid of this leg. Which feels stronger? And if it's not clearly evident, you may not have an asymmetry. Good for you. It's pretty evident on me that this side is much weaker. I can't get us down as far. I just feel weaker. All right? So let's make these mental notes now. If you have to write them down, go ahead. So far for me, I'm short on internal rotation in this leg, and I'm also weaker on this side. All righty. So let's see what's going on with the shoulders before we go to the floor. When we get to the floor, we'll check again on the strength of our glutes and the mobility of our hips. But I wanted to do those standing so we're not up, down, up, down. So shoulders. Now it's a little harder to see, but you're going to, well, if you want to do it, first of all, chest lifted, not this. You want to make sure you lift the sternum, because as you can see, if I drop my sternum down and I try to take I just don't have the range of motion. But if I lift my sternum and lead with my thumbs, I have much more range of motion. Much more. So that's the first step, is to make sure you're in good posture. Soften the knees, lift the sternum up. It's not about shoulder blades back and down. It's about lift the sternum. The shoulder blades will fall where they're meant to fall. Okay, now can you open that arm all the way out without, I've got pretty good range of motion, without turning the body, without taking the elbow away from the body. That's external rotation. That feels pretty good. Internal rotation feels fine. Let's try this guy. External rotation, internal rotation seems fine, right? You can also do this test. You can see I'm far, far apart. You should be able to touch. And the other one, I have to give that one a little push. So this is telling you this shoulder's an internal rotation. This shoulder's an external rotation. So if you can't touch your fingers together, you're short range of motion with shoulders. Now let's test strength. And you're just going to go up to the wall, keeping your elbow close to your body. You're just going to push your arm, the whole forearm into the wall. Push, 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 like this action. This action into the wall. Now, switch to the other side and compare. Now, for me, this side is quite weaker. It may be quite subtle on you, and if you're not sure, you can have your therapist check that. There's a simple test that we can do to test for weaknesses, asymmetry weaknesses in the shoulders. But you probably know, because in doing things, you go, oh, this arm or this arm is so much weaker. You probably already know, but this is a good way to test and then to retest. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on range of motion, and we're going to do an Aldoa, an Aldoa exercise, an Aldoa muscular strength and endurance exercise. So you're going to turn your toes in. Aldoas were created by French osteopath Guy Voyer, and this is the one for shoulder. We're going to do the right shoulder first. Take your left hand down by your side, externally rotate it, pull the wrist back. So you've got to create tension through your fascial system. Bring the chin back, eyes gaze down. Now take your right arm and look for where you feel tension in your glenohumeral joint, in your shoulder joint. Is it here? Is it there? Where do you feel the tension? Once you've got your spot, okay, assume the position. Left arm down, pull the wrist back, toes turned in. Now, pull the wrist back, bring the chin back, not down, but back, eyes gaze down. Breathe into that shoulder joint. Push through the top of the head. And as things start to soften, create more tension by turning the legs in more. Now, if you have to bring your arm down there, do what you need to do in order to be able to do this. If that causes you too much pain, bring it down. Ideally, it should be shoulder height. Keep pushing, top of the head away. Breathe into it. In your mind's eye, travel to your right shoulder. Your body will take you there. And get out a big bucket of warm water that's infused with love and compassion. My body always responds to those two words. Yes, because our words, our thoughts have energy. And our fascia is responding to our energy. How do these things get tight? Past injuries, past surgeries, past traumas, both emotional and or physical. What you ate yesterday, what you drank yesterday or the last week. Are you dehydrated? What you thought about. All of those things can affect your fascial webbing or your netting. All right, let's do a little check to see which, whoa, this arm goes back so much farther. Yes, much more range of motion. Okay, let's get them equal. Turn the toes in. Externally rotate the right arm. Pull the wrist back. Take your left side and find your spot that you feel tension. Where do you feel the most tension? If you don't feel any tension, good for you. Just pick a spot. All right, double chin, eyes gaze down, top of the head away. Now push through the heels of those hands. Push, push, push. If you have to bring the arm down, that's fine. Do what you need to do. Push through the top of the head. Bring that chin back. Not down, but back. Good. As you feel things soften, boom, create more tension. Create more tension, create more tension, create more tension. By turning the arms, legs, turning the legs, toes in, and pushing through the hands more, pushing through the top of the head more, pushing through the heel of the hand more. Now, get your bucket of nice warm water, love and compassion. Go to that left shoulder joint, pour it all over it. There's mine, just released. Open up and hopefully you're equal. Yes, yes. Check to see, did this improve? A little bit, not much. The other thing that you can do is you can use your own hand to break up fascial adhesions. So you're not going to pinch, it's not a pinchy thing. Use your hand like a good claw there and get in there and break up those fascial adhesions. And now if you feel one, if you feel a sore spot, just stay with it. Press in gently, dialogue with it. That's a trigger point. As things soften, you can push a little harder, a little harder, a little harder, but never forcing it, never forcing it. You also might have one of these massage guns. These are great to use. I would highly recommend that you get one. And you can just get in there and you break up those fascial adhesions all around, whatever side was tight. You can do both sides if you want, but on me, this is the side that's really restricted. All right, you might want to spend some time with that. I'm going to keep that close because I'm probably going to need it for my hip. Okay, let's retest. Definitely a little clear, a little closer, but I'm far from normal yet. We got work to do. Okie dokie. So one of the strength exercises you can do is you take a light tube and you wrap it around a doorknob, keeping your elbow tucked in. You just do what's called, I call the flasher. Keep your elbow tucked into your body. You can put a book under your elbow to remind you. Now you would want to, whenever you're fleshing out asymmetries, you would do weak, strong, weak. So whatever side was weak, you would do more on that side. Let's say 10 to 12 reps, maybe 15 to 20. You decide. Once you get to 20, you're probably needing more resistance. So I'm doing my weak side. So you can hook it around a doorknob and do your weak side first. Excellent. Keeping the elbow tucked in. Chest lifted. Nice. Now turn around. Excuse my back. We'll do the strong side. Elbow tucked in. Keep the wrist neutral. And again, once you get to 20 reps and it's pretty easy, you can probably increase your intensity by getting a different color tube, a thicker TheraBand, whatever works. Chest lifted, keeping that elbow tucked in. This is a basic exercise. You've seen this in Sensational Shoulders. Good. I lost count, not really counting. Let's go back to our weak side. Elbows tucked in, keep the sternum lifted, the wrist stays straight. Take it out, push straight back. Take it out, push straight back. Good. This is external rotation for the shoulder, strengthening those weaker muscles that surround the shoulder called the rotator cuff. Good. And you can also do straight back, palms face your hips, push straight back. Again, if you have one side that's considerably weaker, double up the tube if that works for you, and do weak side. You don't have to come forward, just about to the hip. Sternum lifted, chest lifted. Good. Just for the, in essence of time, I'm just going to do a few reps. Feel free to pause the video and do more reps. Or once you know the routine, you can do it on your own. Weak, strong, weak. Back to the weak. Push straight back. Palm faces your hip. That gives you the most optimal position for the shoulder. Push straight back. Alrighty, now, next, you can use your band, or you can fold up a face cloth, whatever you need, something that's a little slippery. All right, again, using our weak, strong, weak, and this side on me is weak, so I'm going to do that first. If you don't have any weaknesses, you could do 12 and 12 each side if you just wanted to make sure, do preventative maintenance. All right, so I'm going to put my arm directly out in front of me. My arm is in line with my shoulder, and I'm just going to rotate it. Now I'm leaning my body into the wall. Leaning my body into the wall. Just back and forth, back and forth. Good, and switch it up. Weak, strong, weak. Lean into the wall. Just rotating back and forth. Not sure if you can see me, but what I'm doing is this. Just rotating while I'm leaning into the wall. And again, we'll switch back to the weak side. Good. All right. Now the next one's a little complicated. And I apologize, I don't have a filmer, so I can't get them to bring the camera closer and follow me a little closer. I'm going to try to describe this to you as best I can. All right, you take your little fold-up washcloth or your band, you put it under your elbow, and you put it into the wall. My hips are facing square to the wall. My palm is facing me. I'm pushing my elbow into the wall. Now, as I do this, I'm remembering I got to do weak, strong, weak, and this is my weak side, so I'm going to switch it up. All right, so elbow pushes to the wall, my hips are square to the wall, my palm is turned up and facing me. I reach through with my other arm, so whatever arm you go through, so this is palm faces you as you reach through. Palm faces you as you reach through. Now, as you come out, you bring your arm up, turn the palm towards the wall, you open. So as you pull away, your palm faces away. Bring the arm back down, palm faces you as you reach through, palm faces away as you come away. Palm faces you, and the arm drops down as you reach through. Arm comes up, palm faces away as you peel away. All right? All the time I'm pushing my elbow into the wall. And you can move your feet, just let your body rotate. Good. Switch it up. So that was my weak side, and I can feel that. So you're pushing into the wall. Pushing into the wall with your body so that you create a posterior glide of the shoulder. Making sure you're lined up. Now again, if your shoulder's too uncomfortable that high, you can bring it down a little bit. What works best for you? All right. Push into the pad. Palm faces you as you reach through. Bring the arm up. Palm faces away as you reach away. Palm faces you as you reach through. Palm faces away as you turn away. Bring the arm down. Palm faces you as you reach through. Bring the arm up. Palm faces away as you reach away. Palm faces you as you reach through. Palm faces away as you come away. Let's do 2 more. Palm faces you as you reach through. The arm comes down. Arm rotates up. Palm faces away as you reach away. Last one. Oops, I forgot to turn my hand. Palm faces you as you reach through. Rotate the arm up. Palm faces away as you turn away. So, going back to my weak, strong, weak, I'm going back to my weak side again. So once again, put my elbow into the wall. I've got a posterior glide happening because I'm pushing into the wall. Palm faces you as you reach through. Palm faces away as you turn away. Palm faces you as you reach through. Palm faces away as you reach away. Palm faces you as you reach through. Palm faces away as you come away. And you notice I'm doing like a little rotation of the shoulder. So when I'm away, my hand is up. When I come in, my hand is level with the shoulders. Palm faces away as you go away. Palm faces you as you reach through. Let's do 2 more. Palm faces away as you come away. Palm faces you as you reach through. Last one. Palm faces away as you come away. Palm faces you as you reach through. Palm faces away as you come away. Good. Now, we'll go back to that tube, our last exercise for shoulders. And I think I realized that this video is long, and I've only got shoulders, so I'm going to stop this after we finish shoulders and do hips, because I think we need to break it up. All right? Okay, so this is our next exercise. You're going to anchor, weak, strong, weak again. So anchor like this. Make sure you've got some tension. Push away from the wall. Take this arm directly up to 12, to 1, to 2, to 3. Lead with your thumb. 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3. I think I'm doing the wrong side of the clock. I am. Anyway, you know what I mean. We're using the numbers of a clock. And I think I just did. I have to look. Isn't that? No, I think I was wrong. Yeah, whatever. I was doing 11, 10, 9. Here we go. Straight up, diagonal to 11, out to 10, out to 9, down to 8, or 7, now 8. No, 8, 7, 6. Good gracious. Let's do the other side. So again, the weak, strong, weak. There we go. I just hook my thumb over the handle. Again, when this is easy, you need a heavier tube. Anchor, your arm is pushed into the wall. You're pushing yourself away. Make sure it's tight enough. Here we go. Straight up to 12. Out to 1, 2. Lead with your thumb. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5. Leaning into the wall. 4, 3, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Okay, one more time back to the weak side. You can do more reps if you want. I only did 2 reps there, but just in the essence of time. Okay, push into the wall, push yourself away from the wall. Here we go. I'm going to hook my thumb on this other side, and we go up to 12, 11, lead with your thumb, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there you have it. There you have it. Those are some nice exercises for your shoulders to help first assess your range of motion and try to pick up those asymmetries. Always doing weak, strong, weak. Hopefully those exercises will help you. Give them a shot. Let me know how they work for you. And I'm going to pause this video or stop this video, and then I'll start up another one for hips. All right, take care. Bye-bye.